Could anyone have foreseen that World War I, often dubbed as the Great War, would unleash an unprecedented clash of ideologies, nations, and human endurance? Amid the haunting legacies it left behind, one infamous aspect stands out: the unimaginable horrors of trench warfare. But how did this ghastly phenomenon emerge? How did soldiers on both sides employ a chilling array of traps such as barbed wire entanglements, mines, and tripwire-triggered explosives to transform the trenches into a macabre chessboard of defense and death? In the muddied battlegrounds of Europe, soldiers face not only enemy fire, but also an array of diabolical traps that transformed the trenches into a macabre chessboard. Barbed wire entanglements, deadly mines, and tripwire-triggered explosives became tools of defense, turning the war into a battle of innovation, survival, and indomitable spirit. The birth of trench warfare. As the war erupted in 1914, the initial optimism and anticipation of a swift victory quickly dissolved into the grim reality of bloody stalemates. The Western Front, a sprawling network of trenches that stretched from the North Sea to Switzerland, became the epicenter of this new form of warfare. Trenches were a testament to the defensive mindset that both sides adopted, leading to the infamous impasse where neither side could make significant headway. Barbed wire entanglements, the silent sentinels. Barbed wire, initially conceived as a means to control livestock, was repurposed into an instrument of war. It was a silent sentinel that guarded the trenches, creating an intricate web of menace that snaked its way across no man's land. Soldiers on both sides relied on this crude but effective obstacle to slow down enemy advances. Thick, rusted coils of wire formed nightmarish barriers that caged soldiers in and deterred attackers. The wire was more than a physical impediment. It was psychological warfare incarnate. The sight of it, illuminated by flares in the dark, created a chilling atmosphere of entrapment and vulnerability. The wire traps didn't merely maim bodies, they gnawed at the sanity of those who had to navigate their treacherous paths. Mines, hidden menace, beneath the surface. Beneath the surface of the muddied fields, an even more sinister threat lurked: mines. Soldiers ingeniously used these concealed explosives to create deadly surprises for the enemy. Both sides tunneled beneath no man's land, planting mines beneath their adversaries' positions. When detonated, these subterranean infernos erupted with devastating force, sending shockwaves through the earth and shattering bodies above. The mines, like a twisted game of chance, added an unpredictable dimension to the war. Soldiers would tread carefully, knowing that every step could be their last. The constant fear of unknowingly triggering a hidden mine became a mental burden, deepening the trauma experienced by those who fought in the trenches. Tripwire-triggered explosives. Unseen dangers. Everywhere. In the claustrophobic quarters of the trenches, danger often lurked inches away. Tripwire-triggered explosives were a testament to the cruel ingenuity that warfare can breed. Soldiers rigged strings of wire connected to explosives at ankle height, awaiting an unwitting enemy's advance. These insidious contraptions turned the act of walking into a potentially lethal gamble. The constant tension created by these tripwires was palpable. Soldiers not only had to fear enemy snipers and artillery, but also the very ground they walked on. Moving even a fraction of an inch too far could trigger an explosion that would redefine their existence in an instant. The battle of innovation. Amidst the horrors of trench warfare, a grim race of innovation unfolded. Both sides sought to outdo each other in devising deadlier traps and defenses. Engineers and soldiers worked tirelessly to create new weapons, tactics, and countermeasures. Poison gas, armored vehicles, and new strategies to breach the trenches all emerged as a result of this gruesome battle of wits. The human spirit and resilience. Despite the horrors they faced, the soldiers endured with remarkable resilience. Trenches became communities, where bonds were forged amidst the chaos. letters, songs, and camaraderie sustained the soldiers' spirits, providing a semblance of humanity in an inhuman landscape. The defiance they displayed in the face of overwhelming odds demonstrated the power of the human spirit to endure and adapt. The brutal trenches of World War I stand as a chilling testament to the extremes of human conflict. Barbed wire entanglements, mines, and tripwire-triggered explosives were the tools that soldiers on both sides used to defend their positions, turning the battlegrounds into a lethal chessboard. Trench warfare serves as a stark reminder of the cost of unchecked human ambition and the dangers of turning technology into tools of destruction.